What is up guys, and welcome back to the second part of the F1 2017 career mode here at Force India. As you can see, we are in a hospitality suite right now, just chilling basically. So if you guys do enjoy the episode, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new for more F1 content, and let's go into this. So as you can see, the rivalry with Esteban Ocon is going well, we're leading. As for the R&D, I kind of want to focus on the durability. The engine is very weak at the moment, and I think that durability, aerodynamics and chassis will be our main focus. As you can see, aerodynamics and chassis will come in Bahrain, which is the next race. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully Chris doesn't fail. So here you can see the engine. It's kind of iffy. It's not really that durable. So, but the gearbox is. So the gearbox, we can wait with that a little bit. But as always, improvements make the car better. So, anyways, Haas, Renault and Williams want us the most. So let's get into free practice 1 and see what our pace is like. So here we go in the Force India on the straight. As you can see, we don't really have a perfect thing everywhere. It's like the car was here and there, but it was just not there at some points. As you can see here, going through the hairpin, I could go on the throttle nice and easy. It was pretty straightforward, this one actually. Halfway through the episode, right before qualifying, I made some changes to the car, which definitely seemed to help. So we're just passing this the track acclimatization with
great stuff. You pretty much
going
know
into the
this
tire wear
circuit.
program. As you can see, we just through sector 1, and we're green on the tire wear. We're red on the time though, so that's not a very good thing. This corner here, we can take the 7th gear flat out. You'll see that in qualifying. I mean, practice it's just 6th, not really too much going on there. Still struggling with the car a little bit in this program as well. So I'm just going to be cutting through the straights right now because they're just so time consuming. So going into the hairpin, you can see that we just don't lock up. I still have ABS off. We're going through the corner, we have 4 times on, oh, we dropped down significantly there. We still come across the line well and truly in the purple with a good left time. So we passed this one here with ease as well.
Okay, then that's the end of
So with all of the practice programs done, let's just listen to Emma a little bit. So she wants to qualify in 8th and beat Esteban Ocon, which is our teammate. So yeah, that should be possible. In the qualifying program, I got 7th as a result, so that's nice. So going into the R&D, I want to upgrade this durability. We are 50 points short. So after qualifying, we're gonna just equip that immediately, and then it'll just come for the Bahrain Grand Prix, which is gonna be nice. So let's head into qualifying and see what we can do. See what we can do.
We'd like to welcome you from wherever in the world you join us today for this F1 qualifying session here in Shanghai, China. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximizing top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
So as you can see, that was, I believe, Anthony Davidson talking. But as you can see, going into Q1, we have a little bit of a moment there coming out of turn 11, I think that is, or 12. So we're gonna go right onto the straight. This corner was actually particularly good, so we're just gonna cut through the straight once again. Going into the hairpin, you can see that the car is actually pretty solid right now. I can go on the throttle way earlier. It's just way better right now. But anyways, on this corner, as you can see, we have a massive moment where we're just punching into the wall. We just managed to keep it out, and we're going to snatch P1 away from Felipe Massa in Q1. So we make it swiftly through to Q2, equipping instead of soft tires because it is forecasted to rain in the race, at least at the start. So I want to see if that's useful or not. So we're going to go out on the softs once again for the first time, I should say. So hopefully we can qualify into Q3, as you can see, going up to the hairpin once again. We're taking the apex nice and easy every single time. Also note that the difficulty is being put up by 15, so it was on 70, now it's on 85. So we hopefully the AI are a lot more competitive right now than what they are. As you can see, we're starting on our flying lap. This first corner, I mean, it's my favorite corner on the whole track, or on the whole calendar. Like, I love this corner, the way it's taken. It's just, you don't even need to brake. If you just go into hard enough, brake at the like the start, then you can just switch down the gears, take a corner, and then just go full throttle. So I really like this one. So we're gonna cut on ahead into to the end of the lap. As you can see, we're going over the line. Sebastian Vettel takes provisional pole. We qualify 1.2 seconds behind him, which is not too bad. We qualify behind from Grosjean. Q3, and this is, I believe, this is the second lap of Q3. And this lap it's the fastest we're gonna drive all weekend. I'm just gonna stay on board on this the whole lap, so you guys can see. This is just the fastest we've been all weekend. We have Max Verstappen behind us, or Ricardo. But we're still with 1/10 up on our previous best in Sector 1. Sector 2 is really sloppy. There was at least like half a second in here as well. As you can see, going flat out in 7th gear. Gonna go back to 5th, take this corner, take the swooping right-hander. Down to 4th, take this left-hander. Staying in 4th, usually I go down to 3, full throttle in 5th. Now, coming up to turn 11, from 7th back to 4th, into 3rd, then up into 4th again, going through turn 13. Going through turn 13, we're just going to stay full throttle, go 6th gear, cut the apex, go straight on to the end of the straight, going turn 14, 3rd gear, positioning ourselves for turn 15, and taking the turn. And as you can see, as we run to the line, it's a 5/10 improvement. So where will this put us? It'll put us in
We're very happy with our position.
P5.
Well done.
So we've qualified above both the Red Bulls, I think it was, with Esteban being down in P10, yeah. However, Raikkonen has a grip penalty, so he'll be on P4 at the start. So that's gonna, I mean, he had like 10 place grip penalty in practice 1. He just had a collision with Farmer twice, and they both had 10 places grip penalty. So we're gonna be P4 on the starting grid, so that's gonna be really nice. Done with qualifying, we're gonna install the durability update to come in the next race. As I said in the beginning, it's way more useful right now than anything else. So yeah, as you can see, we're gonna go to the R&D tab, and we're gonna equip that straight away. Durability, and boom, we're gonna develop that. So in Bahrain, we're gonna have 3 upgrades coming to the car. That is gonna be nice. So let's head on to the race and see what we can do.
And of course, down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Joining me once again to take you through this race is the effervescent Anthony Davidson, and I'm very much looking forward to it getting underway. You raced here, of course, didn't you, back in your Super Aguri days in that infamous Chinese Grand Prix of 2007?
Yeah, that's right. I didn't last that long, though, unfortunately. Qualifying had gone pretty well, but my brakes failed quite early in the race, around lap 10 or 11, something like that. And of course, back in 2004, I was the very first Formula 1 driver to complete a lap of this circuit. Just thought I'd mention that for you, Crofty. You like a good stat. It's a fairly tough circuit on the brakes here, though. You know, there's that long back straight down into turn 14, and then you got turn 6 and 11. They're quite heavy as well. On top of that, managing your front tyre wear is always a challenge around here, so there's a lot to keep in mind during the Grand Prix.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas and a Force India, Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen, Massa, Grosjean, Ocon and Lance Stroll, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Carlos Sainz and Raikkonen, Kvyat, Alonso, Stoffel Van Dorn and Pascal Wehrlein. Ericsson and Jolyon Palmer rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So as you can see, like I said, halfway through the race is going to rain, so maybe we can stay out on the softs as long as possible and just stretch the tyres till the rain period begins, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. So you might remember the first episode in Australia where it was raining. Jesus, that was a nice race, so hopefully we can produce the same race material here. This start for the finish lap was actually surprisingly good. Usually my starts are pretty poor without traction control, so I was really happy with that one. So we're gonna go to the 5 red lights. So yeah, it's 5 red lights, and we're underway, and it's a very poor start with a lot of wheel spin going right onto Max Ricciardo. Hopefully we can snatch a position back into turn 1, going into turn 1 very fiercely, going down the inside of Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton. Maybe we can nip it down Vettel as well. Hamilton hangs around the outside. He comes back to us with a P3 at the moment. Bottas as well just nips it back down the inside with the back down to P4. Have a massive moment, and Ricciardo is right on the back of us. So going into turn 4, this will be. I was looking for like a move down the inside of Valtteri Bottas, but it was just it was lost. There's no way we can catch Valtteri Bottas, and basically Mercedes and Ferrari are in another league. No thing we can do against those. However, our battle right now is with Ricciardo, and we don't need to go wide like that because he'll just take the position. Can we dive back down the inside into turn 8 or 9? We're hanging around outside all the time, then go onto the straight. We have a better top speed with the Mercedes engine, of course. Outbraking Ricciardo into turn 11. Going nice and easy. He just puts the car down right there on the right side. We're side by side in this entire section. Max Verstappen is actually coming into this inside as well. We're just going to block him off, like Ricciardo does actually. We'll put it into rich mix, get the slipstream, and we're going to go for an overtake down this back straight. Hopefully nothing happens, wheel by wheel. As we go down into the back, we go through the hairpin, and it's us up into P4. Now, Sebastian Vettel sets the fastest lap of the race, and we're back down to lap 2 actually, not much happening there anymore. And Ricciardo, as you can see, has an issue with his car, so he's going to be really slow. That's just going to be panning out in our favour. A lap later you can see he's just dropped down 2 seconds. I think Grosjean will overtake him this lap, if I'm correct. But anyways, we're going to be focusing back to our, see Grosjean overtook him. And there we go, Ricciardo overtaking and Grosjean. I believe Max Verstappen will come out on this victorious into turn 16 this will be. And as we go back onto the straight, as you can see, Ricciardo pulls into the pit. Not much he can do anymore. So that's kind of crappy. So going into lap 5, I believe this is. Oh, 4. Like there is not much happening. Verstappen is closing up actually, but not much is happening. It's very 2017 as per race here. As you can see, rain droplets go onto the screen. So this might actually cause a little bit of an obstacle, and you can see Bottas going into the pit on his super soft tyres. He's just entered the pits, and that puts us up into P3. So going into lap 5, you can see Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel are still leading the race. Rain is really starting to fall right now. The track is getting wetter as well. So hopefully this just won't affect our race too much. As you can see, massive moment going into the last turn. Yeah, I believe it was Verstappen going into the pits. Jeff is just telling us what will happen if we go into the inters. We'll be much slower, we're going to burn them through, etc. As you can see, we have Hulkenberg behind us actually, in the Renault. So, I believe he's on the same strategy as I am, and we have a massive moment down in turn 3 as well.
The track conditions aren't improving. It's your choice as to whether you want to fit the wets next time you come in.
So, Jeff says it's up to us.
Make the best of it for the time being.
Jeff is telling us the positive words, make the best of it. Yeah, you can decide if you want to go to the wets or not. As you can see on the bottom right, I have selected the intermediates for the next tyre. So we're going to be stretching these tyres, the softs, all the way to the end. That should hopefully bring us an advantage, as I believe Hamilton and Vettel are both going into the pit. This will see us go up into P1, we're going to lead the race. And they want us to have super softs. Is the AI stupid or what? And I believe Sebastian Vettel is actually going to be overtaken by Nico Hulkenberg on the pit exit. Yes, he is indeed. Hulkenberg is up to P2, so that's going to be a Force India Renault Ferrari podium. So that is a very, very tasty thing indeed. So we're going to round it up to, I believe, lap 9 on the back straight, and just the track was getting so wet. I just had no control whatsoever, so I decided to go and pit in this lap. It's a huge risk, but this strategy, oh my god, it was like,
We're no longer sure that these tires are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
like the track was like so slippery, it wasn't any fun to drive. So I was like, let's go in. We're probably gonna be P7 or something when we come out. I'll just take the damage.
They have an issue with their car. They're going to be
So something went wrong in the pit here as well. Actually, it was kind of unfortunate. It looked like the clutch wasn't really disengaging, which was kind of frustrating because it cost me like I believe a half a second or so. See, just the clutch wouldn't disengage. So But anyways, we come out in P6, I believe. No, P7. And
Strategy
for like the
complete.
first lap,
See these tyres
the
through to
intermediates
the
just
end now.
weren't the right tires. As you can see, we have a yellow flag going in here. And we have it down to 18 runners. I believe Lewis Hamilton is out of the race. All of a sudden, I think his engine blew. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton's engine blew, which is just crazy to think about. I mean, it's a Mercedes. You wouldn't expect these things to blow, would you? But we have a massive moment,
Caution.
and that almost allows Grosjean to overtake us. So right now we're staring at the back of Raikkonen's car. He's onto a set of mediums. I don't see why, but let's just leave that in the middle. So lap standstill. Track conditions have improved, or have gotten worse, I should say. But they've been better for us. Just more beneficial. Everything is gonna be like taken a gear lower because of the track conditions. They're absolutely horrible. Right now, I believe the message DRS has been disabled is coming up. So that means that these are indeed the right tires to go on for now. The enters are the right tires. And you'll see why in the end. I mean, this is not even full throttle anymore.
15 minutes till we expect the heavy rain to
It's
arrive.
stupid. But yeah. Also, Fernando Alonso is out of the race. He had an engine failure as well. That's not too strange from the McLaren Honda. Banter aside. But yeah. Why are people going onto a new set of super softs here, when you clearly see that DRS has been disabled? And we're catching up on Verstappen like an absolute dream into turn 1 and 2. Turn 3 is going to be a little bit of a horrible one. It's like very little traction down here, so that's kind of annoying and not really the best thing around actually.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
So we're gonna go for a very late lunge down the inside of Max Verstappen, going and taking P4 away from him. That was a little bit brutal looking back at it, but still that was necessary. So going back into lap 11, into turn 11, you can see that we're closing up on Raikkonen. We're almost in his gearbox. Carlos Sainz is leading this race in his Toro Rosso. If he could just hang on there, that would be a fantastic win for Toro Rosso. But we actually go wide into turn 13. And that he's just losing a lot of time in comparison to Raikkonen and Bottas. So over on this long straight, this really is just, yeah, it's not that fun.
Sainz has the lead.
As you can hear, Sainz is now in the lead. I believe he is going into pit, and we're gonna go for a late dive bomb down on the inside of Raikkonen. We cut the corner a little bit, and that's us up into P3 with 3 laps to
5
go.
laps of fuel remaining.
Valtteri Bottas is not pitting, but Carlos Sainz is actually in the pits. So we're going up into P2 right now, right on the back of Bottas. And we're going to go send it down the inside. I think, yeah, we're going to go send it down the inside for a beautiful overtake for a later race. And that sees us up into P1 for the second time this race. Bottas and Raikkonen will have no chance on their soft tyres and medium tyres in the end of the period. And from here out, it was just plain sailing. The last lap, let's just stay on board. We basically won the race. Been in P1, we've just controlled this race since the rain period, and it's been an absolute dream. So we're gonna come home in P1 for the second time in a row for Force India. Now remember, the difficulty is set up, so let me know if I should raise it even more. I think it was just a poor strategy call by the AI as well to go onto new sets of supers and softs instead of the inters. But let's just leave that aside a moment. We're gonna be coming home in P1 basically. So just look at this. It's just, I mean, whereas this corner here was flat, or this turn was flat out in qualifying, it's not even half throttle in the rain. So it's really tricky with the conditions. I really had to focus here. Like, it was very tough. So yeah, for the final time this season, we're gonna go down the back straight of China. And for the last time, or at least yeah, the last time of this season actually, in Force India, we're gonna be going off the straight. I think that the Mercedes engine has helped us out quite a bit, quite substantially, with just this straight and then the main straight. Because going into turn 1, we were able to overtake a lot of cars because of the overspeed we had. I believe Verstappen. Yeah, Verstappen. we overtook him with the overspeed we had. So turn 14 is going to be the last time that we're going to see that turn this season. And we're going to be coming home in a brilliant P1 with a 24-second gap over Valtteri Bottas. So we're going to weave it over the line for a fantastic result. Boom. P1.
Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
And an incredible win for Force India. A brilliant performance. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Force India have really come a long, long way in this sport. And what a special race this was, to see them earn that top spot.
So it's actually like a double Dutch podium. That is kind of nice to see, actually. Verstappen back in P3 where he was in real life, of course, if you watched the real life season. But yeah, it's been a fantastic result. As you can see in the driver standings,
This round of the World
we are,
here's how things look in the
like, we scored another 25 points. Let's just get that clear. 21-second gap over Bottas, 24-second gap over Max. Esteban still not in the points, 2 no points finishes this, or like back to back. So that was kind of unfortunate, but if you look at the standings, you can clearly see that we have 50 points because we won both races, and Esteban Ocon has 0, so we top of the constructor, and I just got all the points in, so that's kind of nice to see. Very nice. So hopefully you have enjoyed today's episode. If you want to see more F1, leave a like, comment down below on any suggestions. And yeah, I hope I can catch you guys in the next video. So until then, bye.